As all of you know, a few minutes ago, the grand jury deliberating the death of Michael Brown issued its decision. It's now come that either way was going to be subject of intense disagreement, not only in Ferguson, but across America.
It's a very peaceful protest. People are extremely upset, though. Voices have only gotten louder, and they pick people up along the way. And as you can hear, they don't exactly love seeing another.
All right, got it, Miguel.
Sarah, can you hear me?
Fake media's not allowed in Ferguson. Fake media gotta go.
The fake media are the fake journalists.
CNN told me that the protesters were violent.
They'll never say the truth. They got their own narrative, and they get paid by Zionists.
Well, you know what? You can plan your own reaction however you want. You can't tell our community how we're gonna react. Now, like I've been saying, we're gonna be peaceful. We've been taking de-escalation courses. We've been getting training. We've been getting training.
There's never an excuse for violence, particularly when there are a lot of people in goodwill out there who are willing to work on these issues.
The bad actors in the crowd, they are the main problem, but other people around them, they are also going to get tear gas. That is just the way it's going to be.
Here is what a real tear gassing looks like.
You take a breath in and it just like burns you inside your lungs. And you start coughing hysterically. And the more you breathe in, the more you start coughing.
Here's people just hanging out in the quote-unquote Ferguson tear gas.
CNN in Ferguson, look out now. Now it's really official. They're really in danger here.
Look at this stupid stuff.
For the police officers are taking her.
Tear gas. Oh, and look how he, slyly passes the mic. Here, take the mic, bro. Tear gas, here, take the mic, bro.
Tear gas, let me grab the microphone.
Exactly.
It's going to get very bad here if we don't have masks.
But why you still right there?
They're throwing it back.
Stupid.
There's a lot of beanbags being shown.
Still right there.
Tear gas. We'll go to Susan Hendricks right now so we can clear the scene.
Doesn't appear that there was theft, just vandalism. Here's the fire that's been broken out. It's in a trash can. I guess that's good news. That's
Smoke and mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. Smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
good news.
It's just a fire in a trash can. That's not even.
In any case, obviously, this night has turned, to state the obvious, quite violent.
CNN lied on Occupy Oakland.
It was peaceful. Then it started to what we see here now.
By the citizens.
We understand what you're saying.
No, that's you do not.
CNN lied on Occupy Wall Street.
You do not understand.
Okay,
you are promoting. You are promoting a certain narrative.
CNN fucking lies on Ferguson
and Palestine.
Then I would watch CNN at the press conference prayers, and they would lie.
All right, Sarah, we're going to work out the technical problems with your stuff. We'll get back to you.
Once you recognize one of the memes that is being put out there by these government accounts, now, do you think it's all just coincidence, folks? All these accounts just happen to be putting out that same tweet.
I'm trying to tell y'all, these protesters that they plant in these neighborhoods, they're going to plant them in Chesterfield, they're going to plant them in Clayton, they're going to plant them in Florida, they're going to plant them in Hazelwood. They're going to have people standing outside that's paid. And then once you know, in 3 days, it's going to be a big-ass group of people around here. And then next thing you know, there's going to be some troops at the end of that light. Some troops at the end of that light.
And I was listening to a reporter on the ground, a local St. Louis reporter, talking about how he thought it was really odd at the tire store that the cops were standing down and just letting it happen.
Obama signed martial law in 2012. The shit finna go down. This is no peace from here, bro. No peace.
There are ways of channeling your concerns constructively, and there are ways of channeling your concerns destructively. Michael Brown's parents understand what it means to be constructive. But I join Michael's parents in asking anyone who protests this decision to do so peacefully.
This is Benjamin Crump's crew, by the way, the lawyer crew, okay? We got the same clowns that were representing the Trayvon Martin family for that whole PSYOP media circus, and they're here again, reading off the same script, essentially.
Shit, this is Obama's Katrina, and he ain't doing shit.
That won't be done by smashing car windows. That won't be done by using this as an excuse to vandalize property.
So I'm gonna show y'all, look, these are white guys that are fucking throwing it. Two white guys, so.
Eric Holder's been there. We've had a whole team from the Justice Department there, and I think that they have done some very good work to try to make sure that this becomes an opportunity for us to seize the moment.
Can you make a case for having this equipment? I'm assuming that lots of times police are outgunned and need heavier equipment.
This is America right now. This is what's going on in our country. Look at those cops marching on the streets, dressed like soldiers off of a battlefield. It looks like extras out of Pink Floyd's The Wall. When did this become this?
Well, this goes back to the early 90s and the drug war, late 80s, early 90s and the drug war. Drug dealers had far better equipment, more dangerous equipment to the
Lie.
police. Then you go into a post 9/11 world and the terror threats that we face.
Lie. I think we could play a drinking game here, guys. How many lies this guy can tell.
These are the liars. This is them CNN motherfuckers. CNN motherfuckers. They gotta go. Get the fuck out of here, you CNN bitches.
This sign behind the so-called CNN reporter here that said ISIS here at Ferguson. ISIS here is signed behind Jake Tapper. Unbelievable. For those of you that don't know, Jake Tapper, only one of the biggest sock puppets on this planet. Yep, one of the key players at CNN here.
CNN gotta go. Liars do not belong in Ferguson.
Tell the real truth.
Trump out here. Get the hell out of here. We don't need to.
CNN gotta go. Gotta go. CNN gotta go.
We don't need you.
The fact that we even had to go into a whole pretend they're awaiting the decision and everyone acted like, ooh, I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, now we know. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna burn things down. This is all a show. This is all a bunch of singing and dancing.
This is what community looks like.
This what community looks like? Really? A bunch of people that are only angry, outraged, and mad about something when they're told to be? If the media and the government had not whipped this up complicitly into the riots that they predictably got, would this be what community looks like?
They plant people in our neighborhoods that look just like us.
We're demonstrators taking out a guy who reportedly trying to throw bricks at cops that are moving in on the protesters.
And then they gonna have a nigga shooting the air, and then they gonna have they assault rifles shooting at everybody on the block. That's how they do it, and that's how the news gonna present it.
He's not a protester. He's not a protester. He's not a protester. He's not a protester. He's not a protester.
And that's what it's gonna look like. That's what people gonna believe.
There is inevitably going to be some negative reaction, and it'll make for good TV.
Doesn't this look a little green screenish? You guys tell me.
In the street, who was eventually gunned down after he raised his arm to surrender to police. So that has to be addressed.
I'm sorry, but this looks fake as shit.
You marching today with us, or you just gonna sit in the car?
Because we haven't seen you marching at all, Jesse.
Marching, we haven't seen.
We ain't seen you. When you gonna stop selling us out, Jesse? We don't want you here in St. Louis. When you gonna stop selling us out, Jesse? We don't want you here. You're not a leader. You're not a leader. We don't want you here, brother.
Have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged.
And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again. Who's it? This isn't the Matrix.
No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you are one of them.
You can never believe a single word from the corporate mainstream media. It's all an illusion. It's just pure fantasy land. All right, how much more do you guys need? But this looks fake as sh.
And the real question here is, while the right hand is busy doing this, what's the left hand doing?